All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. This is going to be a quick monthly reading for everybody with the sun sign of Gemini. And I like to do a quick 7-card spread just to kind of do just a quick overview of all the areas of your life, just to try to keep the videos short and sweet, as short and sweet and possible as I can, and it'll give you still some good insight, okay? And what I also do is I also keep track of what I said the previous months. I just take some notes, and we kind of just do a recap of that as well. So if you are new here, you can kind of get a little general idea on what your reading said for Gemini, and it kind of might help guide you. Or you can go back and look at the videos from the previous months if that really helps you feel a little better. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards here from the last reading. Spirit, please guide us on what Gemini should be looking for in the month of May, please. Okay, so hopefully you can see those. All right, so like I said before, what I'm going to do is I will go over each card and we'll go over what was said before, and then we will go over what it says for this month. So our first card is going to be our moon card, and that is going to be the card that is your home and inner emotional life card. And in your past, you kind of felt like maybe someone was possibly being distant. And I had advised that you really need to be careful with sharing information with others, especially females. And then you were dealing with some possible arrogance, narcissism, and impulsiveness in the home life. And then you were having some fear of losing something. And then I had advised that you must take some time to relax. So let's see what it says for you for this month. So here we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is saying that you are feeling very confident this month, Gemini, and that you're really eager and willing to learn. And if a woman does offer you help this month, it's best that you take it, okay? So we'll see what the other cards say, but that's the best I can say for that right now. Our next card is our Mercury card, and this is going to be your work and business matters card, okay? And in your past, you really needed to be ready to expect the unexpected at work. Something was happening. Plans were coming crashing down, and then there were some big changes there. And then you might be feeling like you're stuck at the workplace. You were free to leave as you chose, but you felt maybe you were stuck in your position, or just weren't feeling like you were going anywhere. But you do have the freedom to leave. You just felt felt like you were being stuck. And then there was some hardship, and there's possible crisis at work. So it looks like so far, Gemini, the work life has been a little difficult for you this year. So let's see what it says for you this month. Hopefully it's getting a little bit better. Okay, so here we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is saying that you're really feeling unfulfilled, let's see if I can talk today, by your current work situation, okay? You're feeling a really strong push to move on. And then I also see that there is a new future, there's a walking away, there's some changes that are gonna be made. So, you know, that does kind of coincide with what your past says, that there's a lot of stuff going on. It looks like that you might be ready to finally move on, okay, Gemini? Our next card here is our Venus card, and this is going to be your relationships, most likely your romantic ones, but this could also be a close friend or family member as well. And in your past, so far this year, you were really happy in love, and there was a possible marriage or celebrating a marriage. And then still with a great love, still experiencing satisfaction in love. And then I had advised it was time to support the person you're close to and share the love with them. So far this year, Gemini, everything in the love aspect or relationship aspect has been going very well for you. Let's see what it says for you this month. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse is saying that there might be some disputes or some stressful situation, but nothing too serious. My advice to you is it's best to restrain any aggression, as that's just going to make to more serious problems. So something's going on that might cause some disagreement, which is very normal for all relationships. It's not going to be anything too serious. As long as you restrain your aggression and don't go all crazy with it, everything will be fine, okay? This is just a warning that there's something may happen that might be just a complicated situation. It might not be that serious, but it's enough to cause discomfort, unlike the happy love and all that I've been saying before for you. So nothing too concerning there for me at this point in time, okay? Our next card is our Sun card, and this is where you're going to have your goals of accomplishments and successes. And in your previous months, your goal was to not get involved in gossip, okay? And that you really need to complete something. Maybe you had a project or something that was just kind of ongoing and you just need to finish it, okay? And then your goal was to not to be indecisive. So for this month, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And the Seven of Pentacles is telling you that your goal is to not become too hesitant or timid, and that you really need to be patient, okay? Things are moving forward for you. They're just moving at a slower pace than you would like, which happens to a lot of us, unfortunately, in life. But that's what your goal is going to be for the month of May. All right, Gemini? Let's move on to our next card, which is our Mars card. And this is where you're going to have your conflicts, challenges, and difficulties. And in the past, your challenge was that you were dealing with a hypocrite. And I thought that maybe this could be possibly somebody that you work with due to what was in your work position at that time. And I had advised to watch out for bad advice. You might have a possible missed opportunity, maybe some blocked creativity. And I had advised for you to keep your eyes open, as someone may be trying to deceive you. And then your last challenge was to find peace and acceptance of something. So that you really need to accept something, Gemini. So hopefully you found peace with that, so that way you can move forward. So let's see what your challenge is going to be for May. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is saying that, actually, the Knight of Cups is more of a warning that you really need to maintain your focus, okay? So because this is in your challenge position, it looks like you're going to have trouble maintaining your focus. You're confident, you're willing to do so, but something's going to be going on that's going to make you struggle to maintain this focus, okay? And this card's also warning you not to lose sight of where you're going, okay? So because it's in your challenge position, you are going to struggle with that this month, but nothing too bad, so just try to stay focused, okay? Our next card here is our Jupiter card, and this is going to be your growth and development card. Now, in your past, you were growing your self-confidence, and you were learning to let go of your stress and anxiety. And then next, you are going to overcome some obstacles, and you really need to keep fighting. So let's see. So this month we have the Hermit in reverse. Okay. And the Hermit in reverse is telling you that it's time to listen to wise people and not to ignore their help. Okay, so that's the second time that I'm saying if someone's giving you advice, it's most likely going to be a woman, but it could be a male. But just maybe the woman may be trying to physically help you. A male or a woman may be just trying to give you advice. Either way, whether you get both or you just get one, it could be just the advice. Make sure you really listen to that and really take it in. Okay, Gemini? That's what this card's telling you. And this card's also saying that you may need to put kind of plans on hold and to reassess your inner priorities. So you really need to figure out what it is that you want here. I'm thinking that you're really going to be contemplating your workplace because you're really unfulfilled there, and that's been such a challenge for you this year. But that will help you if you kind of take your time, sit back and reflect. It will help you figure out what it is, keep your focus, okay, to what it is that you need to focus on to move forward, because there is changes happening and it is going to be in your workplace, okay? Our last card is our Saturn card, and this is where you're going to need some restraint and control. And my advice for you before was you really need to think before making a decision, and it was best not to take any risks at that time, and it was really best not to be impulsive, basically is what I was saying. And then I really advise that you really need to be patient, but do need to get moving. You need to do something about what your situation is, okay? And then it was time to start something new, okay? And then there was a disruption of some kind. There were some drastic changes, and you really needed to expect the unexpected. So something was happening. Something big happened, again, for you, Gemini here. But let's see what it says for you for this month. Okay, so here we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Nine of Cups in reverse is pretty much telling you that you really, maybe you feel like your emotional needs aren't being met, and it's really causing you lack of joy. So you're really, Gemini, what I'm getting from this whole reading is you're really feeling unfulfilled. Your emotional needs aren't being met, so it might be a little struggle this month, okay? So as a recap, now that I can see all the cards and everything, and then we kind of went over everything in your past, is you really have the confidence and the willingness to learn and move forward, okay? You're feeling unfulfilled at work, okay? And your goal is to really not be too hesitant and timid. If you want it, you got to go for it, okay, Gemini? And the cards are telling you to do so. You're going to get some advice, okay? You need to take that advice from the person who's trying to give it to you, okay? It might be very beneficial. Your challenge really is a warning that you really need to maintain your focus this month. And, once again, if help is offered, you really need to take it. You're going to find it beneficial. And you really feel like your emotional needs aren't being met. And this is causing the lack of joy. And I really feel like this might be the problem of your conflict with your relationships, okay? And, conflicts and stress on your loved ones. Maybe you're just not really feel like they're being supportive, or they're not there for you, especially if you're going through some tough times at work. You might want more support from them. All right, Gemini, I hope this is helpful. Stay tuned, as I will have a reading coming up for June soon, and I hope that helps, and see you soon.